You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something
Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Elway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Ooh, with a juke. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers continue to roll.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with 2 teams that have been division rivals since 1933. It's Chicago playing host to Detroit. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right?
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be Packer football. Here's here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian-Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300...
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Elway on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Keelan Cole now to return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, Elway. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure that...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Nick Chubb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throw left side complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are pouring it on.
Brandon, remind me again. This is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll wait to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, Elway. And he floated one out there incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Now it's Elway. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Elway looking to pass again. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. Powerful running. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collect. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jared Cook from 19 yards away. And the Packers continue to roll. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing, touchdown, Packers!
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback. but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw, and he's got his target. That's more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
No way. Throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll make it third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Elway to throw again. Unable to corral him. He fights through. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first, they'll throw with Elway. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Second and 10, Elway. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives? Three fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. 30, 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Second and 10, Elway again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3,
out of the gun, Elway. He's going to let it fly. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Shane Ray leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Elway. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Elway. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Kaiser here looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they